What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes commentary. I'm Miss Bassir. Today we're going to cover some developer patch notes that were posted on the EA forums on Friday. Those forum notes can be found on the EA forums. You can access that through your game. What's being worked on is a level 80 cap increase. In the coming weeks, they're going to increase the level cap from 70 to 80. With that level cap increase, they're going to be making some significant changes to the combat tuning. The goal is to mitigate, but not entirely eliminate, situations where characters can be killed before they've had any chance to act. Defense will now be more significant. Speed will now be important in calibration of characters' damage output. Generally speaking, faster characters will see some damage reduction, and slower characters will see an increase. The advantage ability is changing. It'll now be a guaranteed critical strike for a single action. I don't know how this is going to affect Captain Phasma, because that could potentially make her a lot more valuable in arenas. All characters will now gain a new mechanic. Working name is Fortitude, which will be activated at a certain point in character's progression. This will act as another layer of health which needs to be exhausted by opponents before the character starts losing their health. Healers will not replenish Fortitude, so they may add characters and abilities in the future which will act on around with Fortitude. So you might see some characters that actually do start replenishing Fortitude on their teammates. What I see Fortitude is basically a shield that has to be penetrated before you can actually get through to a player's health, or rather character's health. The advantage change, I don't know how I feel about that, because I really do like the ability to throw Phasma in on an arena team where I know that the opponent has high damage or high defense. But that speed change is going to be pretty significant for players like Asajj Ventress. You're going to see characters that are really slow that people generally don't like right now see some actual use in the future here. I could see that being pretty nifty, because I really do like Asajj Ventress. She's a great character. She's a great utility. She's a great toolbox character. She's got high damage already, so I can only imagine what a slight damage increase to her character would mean for her utility and her usability in games, in arenas especially. I think since I've got her already to 5 stars, I might start working on her, getting her up to 6, possibly even 7 stars before this level cap increase. I don't really have anything else to spend my arena points on my main account, so I think that's definitely what I'm going to start investing in here. I'm only like 2 days away from getting my HK47 up to, I think it's 5 stars. He's like I said, I had nothing else to spend my arena points on, so I thought, well, I got HK47, so let's work on him. Also, you're going to see those faster characters like Yoda, Qui-Gon Jinn, some of those other Jedi characters see their damage reduced. What character I'm real interested to see how this will affect is Ahsoka Tano. You guys probably already know that she's one of my new favorite characters with this latest rework that she got. So my intrigue is in whether, because she has slow base speed, but her passive ability gives her 45 extra speed at the level that I've got her right now. So I want to know if the speed tweak is going to affect their damage output based on their base speed, or if it's going to affect their damage output based on their speed that they have through buffs and other things. So is Qui-Gon going to affect the damage output of his team by giving everybody a speed decrease, or speed increase rather? That'll be interesting stuff to know. So I'm real kind of excited about this combat rework. Fortitude sounds like it'll be kind of interesting. I don't know if it'll be a retroactive effect, unlocked at like level 60 or something, or what the deal is there. So with that level increase coming up on the horizon, guys, start stockpiling those credits, because I think if anybody or any of you are already at level 70, you already know that it takes a lot of credits to get your characters leveled up from one level to the next once you get up to the high 60s and the 70s. So I can only imagine how much money it's going to cost to start upgrading your characters beyond level 70. Now, in the background, you can see that I've been running through the challenges on my lower level account. Um, with the developer notes, actually, below there, they had a quote unquote featured tip. Um, and that tip was to use Tebow in your tank challenges, which I thought that was funny because I've been using Tebow as my leader for all of my tank challenges on both my main account and my lower account for quite some time now. Tebow was actually one of the first tank characters that I actually farmed on my lower level account when I started playing it because I knew that I was going to need more than just Chewbacca and Royal Guard to beat those challenges. So I went out, farmed Tebow and First Order Stormtrooper, and eventually got Poe Dameron from Cantina Wards. Tebow's main attack, if you don't know, will strip any target that he attacks of 70. I think it's either 70 or 75% of their turn meter whenever he is stealthed, and his leader ability gives his teammates 40% chance to gain stealth. So he has a real good chance to remove turn meter from opponents if he gains stealth, and he can give himself stealth. So he's a really good character to go out and farm him. So after that, I'm gonna go over into my some gameplay I recorded the other night. This was on my Galactic War on my level 64 account. My opponent was level 70 with 4 level 70s. Now, granted, they were only like 5 stars with two 6 stars and a 66, but I mean, for crying out loud, I'm only at level 64, and these characters have their abilities all leveled up. So I went ahead, cut my losses, stopped my Galactic War there, went over to my events, and went ahead and did my Droid event. I had only done it once that day, and decided to kind of wait because I was close to 64. So after I hit 64, I decided to go in and try the Tier 3 again. I've only been able to clear Tier 3 once, but I decided to give it another shot once I hit 64. So my strategy here is usually to just take out Nebbit first. He does have the most health, and I know a lot of people say, "Oh, we'll take out the lower health characters first, so that you have a better chance of, clearing out those targets that are going to be getting those extra attacks while you're taking down those high-level character or higher health characters." I usually just go for Chief Nebbit though because he was the highest damage character on the of the Jawas. And I got really nervous when I hadn't even cleared Chief Nebbit before HK-47 went down. So I got real nervous, but then I started getting some real good crits, took out the Jabba fairly quickly, and then Dacia just kind of fell pretty quick too. I mean, look at that. I was straight crits all the way across the board. What I was frustrated about, though, I only got 2 Tier 7 training droids. Went down the Tier 3 rewards. You're supposed to be able to get to 5. I didn't even get half of that. I didn't even get the max Tier 2 level rewards. So I was a little frustrated there, but that's just one of the facts of this game. It's garbage drop rates, it seems to be the theme. So after that, I went ahead, jumped over to Squad Arena, and decided to try my luck there, use my last attack that I had, and I think I ended up finding a level 65 opponent. I think I eyeballed. Yeah, I went after this guy, Wes. I decided to go for a little bit of a challenge. I figured, why not? But I think you'll notice that it kind of went in my favor, though. My biggest concerns when fighting a team, especially one that has Qui-Gon and Dooku, is worrying about Dooku stunning one of my targets, one of my characters, and Qui-Gon actually getting a good enough attack off on the right target that he ends up taking out one of my targets completely. Now, that was frustrating. Luminara healing up their entire team to full health after I've already been knocked down to at least half health, but IG-88 or 86, man, he hits like a freight train. Took out Dooku in one hit. Then I just started one-shotting the rest of their characters, 1 and 2 shot rather. I've noticed that with this droid synergy team, it's very crit dependent. If you're not getting crits, you're not going to beat the other team. So that's one of the frustrating parts of it. Kind of depends a lot on the RNG, but I got the win there. Got myself under the 50, into the tier 8 prizes, which I try to stay in the top 50 on my server. Like I said, I'm not pay to play, so all my opponents are usually higher level than me. But sometimes, every once in a while, I can find that guy that's only 1 or 2 levels ahead of me. So, at any rate, thanks for watching the video, guys. Go ahead, like, favorite, subscribe. Leave a comment if you want. Appreciate the feedback, good, bad, negative. I got thick skin, I can take it. I'll catch you guys later.